Hi guys. So so here's an imaging to break down of Monday Night Raw. So Monday Night Raw was a great show tonight. I'll write that largest part on the assessment. So let's get a break imaging down on tonight's Monday Night Raw. So to get one of advocacy, all of my screens on my bottom of my screen right here on my bottom of my screen. So So it's more to WWE has more to announce into coming on April 22nd at Dog Documentary series be taking place on Hulk Hogan, yeah, yeah, of late of Hulk Hogan in the Docu- Documentary series will be coming in on April 22nd and the fourth will be coming in on April 22nd to a press release. So it's so Monday Night Raw was a really great show. So let's get to break down live right here, going live right here. So let's get break this down right here. So CM Punk will kick off on Raw tonight. He said. So give me 1 second here. I got some highlights. For give me 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay. So this is our last time in full asses. Andrew Senior Punk has been undefeated Finn Balor at Mr. Symbol on February 28th. This makes a exactly business to CM Punk, into which CM Punk made his way to the ring to kick things off on the show. Normally, he was grabbing the microphone at the top. He was grabbing a microphone and taking a seat into the middle. Added us in the ring, his way to address our WWE at title intervals. He said, wasn't Agile waxing fussing about Harley Race? Added in what some of the old timers would say about wrestling today. You know, is it what CM Punk revealed that his WrestleMania 42 opponent, like Roman Reigns, was not in Houston tonight? He said, so what if Roman Reigns hates me? Then I might. I know where I need to be because I won't trade my clothing for Power Punk told said attendants to keep saying maybe he'll show up. He I think he turned it to the fans has state scented RTC. Enter when CM Punk pointed to tell WWE the title intervals, and he said, I know why he hates Roman Reigns, calling him a skull brat and a pathetic. I think he called him safe. It was boring and pathetic. He said, I know why liberating himself of dangerous and telling that no one ever knows what he is going to say. Well, I think in his last pipe bomb promo, Intermittent Punk took the shots at Roman Reigns like the final boss, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Vince McMahon. It wasn't in the regarding of TKO, who he said, I can't control him. Well, I think he ended by promising Pat McAfee and received adjuncts at ESPN with reporting appearance and attack on Cody Rhodes on last Friday Night SmackDown. This was demanding low ticket price and standing tall with the fans to close things out. So, and he said, let's be careful what you risk for. And when you ask me for your pop bomb, because this is what you get. It's great on television and what Moses gets. I know what we get in this role. Who knew what before he said, it is an event is felt aesthetic in that it's something Punk brings to the table that no one else in WWE. I can't see is no matter how much they tried, it is going to be incredible, difficult for Roman Reigns to hit back next week and have the same impact as no matter what he brings up. As we saw at backstage, it was also speed versus strategy with Danhausen. And it was again before recording heading to set the idiot with set of forces. Well, CM Punk said about this pipe, his promo. Also up, and I'm an old man. CM Punk really messes for Roman Reigns. Well, I think it's now just low ticket price. And he says went after Pat McAfee too. That's what he said before what he said. I can't wait for the final boss, The Rock, Johnson, receives CM Punk at WrestleMania 42. I didn't went into Roman Reigns could never. I wasn't at last. The Rock is a Hollywood superstar. Was a Hollywood superstar. And CM Punk is on tonight's Raw. I didn't realize this whole in this clip on CM Punk message was insane. I want to see a ball fight again. And you when CM Punk is cooking a fan of both guys. But I love this promo by him tonight. And your Roman Reigns squashes him at WrestleMania is under 2 minutes. So I think he's talking too much. And this is what you post from this promo. So here's small clips about this highlights I just watched. This was the greatest CM Punk promo ever. So looks at the ticket price. Let me see. This is where hard was and scripted and raw. Wow. I really loved it. Until everybody caught it straight in this pipe bomb thing between Roman Reigns, Pat McAfee, and TKO of Vince McMahon and Alani. Okay, this is interesting here. Roman Reigns just got destroyed on live TV. Well, Roman Reigns semi-final show against CM Punk, Camille at Backlash had to book it. That's what he said. I just did a clip. So, as you win Punk and Roman isn't here tonight, here's the music. It just say whatever that you want. So, I think it's crazy because Punk and Cody can't get fought again between WWE spent so much time. And they're trying to find celebrities that they never create any new stars. Until Cody Rhodes last week with CM Punk this week, so Vince McMahon wasn't all becoming more. It couldn't mean what I think it means, could it? This was interesting assessment what Punk said when I also saw this clip. I also just gonna put to the belt back on part-time with Roman Reigns on his title. So just wait and see and that goes to plays out into WrestleMania. So it's more what he said. The same Punk is dropping a pot bomb. And this is what we would wanted from this feud for months with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. This was crazy for months between Punk and Roman Reigns. I think here's the difference. CM Punk cares about the fans, and Roman Reigns cares about the money. It's simple. Let me see. Okay. Are you shocked if they cut off to the part where he said to low ticket price? Not me. So yes, and that was a very good promo, but it lose a little bit of inflected win, so according public copy turns it into just content memory. After face Punk is so boring, he has to proclaim his promos and pipe bombs. I don't get it, and he was popular is in Congressman Hilton and just has retained him. I just walking talking he was the one presence of this leadership, but encouragement to Punk to not only be. He should be playing to a knife when Cody Rhodes to press his baby face. So that's what I'm thinking about that. So continue on. So here's the next match. We have LA Knight goes 1-on-1 against Austin Theory. Alaska Info asks Samoa's job LA Knight lost a Amazing Symbol match on February 28th. Austin Theory and Logan Paul on your feet, so also March 30th. After we saw Auto Speed recorded bosses from the ringside with follow in World Tag Team Champions Logan Paul has Megastar every night and squashes off with Austin Theory and singles asses. Anya is driven by an festival opponent for revenge against the same forces factions, and there has been to be a bane of his schedule for nearly a year. Every night with body passes, Austin Theory's head into the commentary table, all the while is eyeballing Logan Paul in Auto Speed. Eventually, Logan Paul sent Auto Speed into every night and was terrifying the slight issues the Megastar had with a YouTuber. I guess the also appeared, but the stresses allowed. Austin Theory just scored a sheep, rolling up eventually and forcing to every night. And yes, it was before Sami Zayn also could drop speed with a 1D to Logan Paul pull his body to 38 floor. Into last time when every night let's call out Wall, guessing Mr. Adam Page out. Adam Page again is slight easy silence for the 6-man tag at WrestleMania into the 40 takeover made it reversal. So in the winner of this match, Austin Theory. I think for a love of all that is good. I think that this issues between every night, so also in set of forces. Like is the last chapter at into WrestleMania it never be wasn't after enough is enough. And yes, it was all about speed. It's a possible match announcement, and why that had to be at the points of the night. The fourth match is not, as we answer the show, it's all questions at the last Sunday match itself. into WrestleMania. I just should be fun as long as there is not too much for Speed to do at certain points. Also, the always into the ring with him in no way should be a control of any asset for any period of time based on the full story they have laid out here. So here's the next match. We have Finn Balor goes 1-on-1 against CG Madonna. Allows him info as Finn Balor lost to CM Punk at Mrs. Symbol February 28th. After CG Madonna has undefeated a character style on main event April 2nd. This was before the aggressive match up between Finn Balor and CG Madonna could get started with Dominic Mysterio attack him his WrestleMania 42 opponent from behind, swapping to the former. After Finn Balor fought back and cleared CG Madonna from the ring, but Mysterio barged him with the AAA Mega Championship, a 2-on-1 beatdown on Finn Balor ensued with Dominic Mysterio attacking him with a steel seal. He placed the seal over his former tag team partner. It was flung badly and sat on it, standing tall and pointing to the WrestleMania sign to close out on this title assessment. After which, if Finn Balor needed to make it an iconic side of himself, he got the Moses he needed here with an old sweep attack by his former Summit Day teammates. And this was an effective assessment that did not re-elevate so well, but put this hitting on Dominic Mysterio while giving Finn Balor a reason. I need to reach into his past and bring out a side of himself that we have not seen in about plus 3 years, and it is not all that. And this update has been a weekend. So, as you see the figure package of Finn Balor is that there is no holding back from Finn Balor at WrestleMania. So, I was a pre-tape promo boasting AC Lee and Becky Lynch wasn't aired in with the formal emulate that she was part of the man, but Emily reminded her that if she knocked down of doors for Becky Lynch to walk to the ended by including her WrestleMania opponent, that her daughter favorite wrestlers is still of AC Lee. Oh yeah, speaking of that, Sassman, so this was nice promo by AC Lee. So, and this is one of my simple messages that I'm looking forward to because I like set apart on this story, and I really do believe AC Lee will face Becky Lynch for the women's Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 42 will be a battle goal. and Becky is winning, so Ozzy 7 I really, I really think about this. I think if you really want to, so Becky Lynch could won. If she can't show up and take the belt off of her 100% soul. I just something feels very off about this feud for months. I don't know what, but something is missing. I think just 100% so you always be everyone's favorites. And pro wrestlers and favorite wrestlers. So I'm glad to see this in this rematch at WrestleMania 42. So here's the next match. So have Bayley goes 1-1 against Last Lesson. Lashley in full absence, Bayley and Nia Fox lost to Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss on SmackDown. Ever Sword and Alexa in 96 has undefeated Bayley, Nia Fox and DQ Raw March 34th. And she went Bayley Road to regain a moment on Monday night, so 3 days after a disappointing lose on SmackDown. Mother Hesse squashes off with one half of the women's tag team, Sabian's Last Lesson. Enter Lesson flashes a flying Bayley with a full-on, and he also ended commercial break and was told something about coming out of it thanks to her size and strength and speed. It wasn't forced to Bayley to motion a comeback and fought her way back into the match. Has the asses brought down to solid Flair and as the Brits appear only to be laid out by the world model at the ringside along with Nia Jax. I get back into the ring. LaFocky appear a trip up Lesson during a Simmons simplex and Bayley to on to the pinfall victory. And the winner on this match is Bayley. Agent of Bayley and Last Lesson were instant moments of a fun match before the overbooking and interference dragging it down late, of course. After the interference made sense given a four-way feud for the tag team titles, but it still happened. Hammerfall, as it was it's so massive between a first Hall of Famer a women's with a ton of potential to solve a whole day of one day. As the women's tag team division has been one of the spots entertaining at WrestleMania, and one can only hope that the photo four-way bout is not too worse that this talent has owned, but has other titles at stake with have totally gone so short to end also prominent strike stick since you any kisses adjusted in last year's 2019. Well, speaking to Seth Rollins' promo, Sauceman, I like, I am action in Athens. And you Seth Rollins on your friend Cody Rhodes' Grand Slam at October 11th. And you Seth Rollins said the ring and spoke about Paul Heyman is an Impact after he had on set of forces with Braun Breaker and Boston Reed, the both holding out of Athens. After he knew Paul Heyman would have found someone to protect him, he said, and then he turned his attention toward the ring of Garcia of Gunter. And before he could address his WrestleMania opponent, as Gunter attacked from behind, only for Rollins to escape. The two brawl fight and before being pulled apart by referees, has Gunter walked towards the curtain and into the backstage area. It was Paul Heyman. He wasn't waiting for him and said he owed him a very big and thank you. And Gunter said his attack on Rollins was not for a wise man, and then Paul Heyman close in warning him, and you owe me so much more than a very big thank you. And you win Rollins' claim he put Brock Lesnar on a so opponent for overframing. There is an interesting take that tease. And you suppose to that person on this full story. It will be interesting to see if that is followed up on a relevant after into WrestleMania. After the forcing of Gunter's possible for attacking Rollins has been claiming it was personal to him, was the only amateur hero and we got the force real testing of personally from Rollins. A new story in a trial in Paul Heyman on the Pharaoh in a head at what also ended to a Drew Sabrina Garcia IRE and the overall beef was calling on the assessment. So here's the next match. They have 6-person tag match. After Penta, Savon Evans, and Dragon Lee against Los McConnells. I lost him in Athens, Penta, on defeating Kofi Kingston on March 34th, and Dragon Lee on defeating Wesley Waddle of main event April 2nd, and Savon Evans on defeating Ronald McConnell of main event April 2nd. I lost McConnell's lost to Foley Parsons, NXT Standard Level, April 4th, and unwanted cameo in Los McConnell's on defeating Foley Parsons, NXT March 27th. Badger of Savon Evans and Dragon Lee with Silence Penta for the Intercolor Championship at a Lados match at WrestleMania 42. Anya put Paul on Monday to battle Grande McConnell while involved in a 6-man tag team match. But he has suspended the high-flying babyface to set his skies to the sides until only letting the heels out and just commits a break. I get back from the time out, the asses broke down. I did with all 6 men making the premises field to Dragon Lee living a stylish class. At one point, it's been only a 2 count before McConnell broke up to Japan. Andrew Penta delivered a Mexican destroyer also in England, and Savon was in the level the OC Carlo to pick up the win for his team. Also added to the match, and with Rey Mysterio has returned and tendered himself in the ladder match at WrestleMania. So, any winner on this match? Penta, Savon Evans, and Dragon Lee. After the young also giving Hollow and bad news Barrett on a chisel lift, and Cody Graves said, "What a line. I just hope WWE Jesus Rey Mysterio replaced Gunther for FIA for the Littles and strikes it with Dragon Lee, and then told that into just when it looked like the former was not clear to compete, only for the Hall of Famer to return tonight. I didn't put himself into a lot of match. I just sounds about right. This was a really fun match. Nothing has you will accept from a match with this much talented evolve of Savon Evans and plus still out. It was posted highlights at also backstage has Rhea Ripley and Aya Sky prepare for their tag team match, and Austin Theory could be seen talking to Master Dupree, and this is not the first time. Iron could the former IC champion be also next member the fourth women's of the versus. So that's coming soon for Master Dupree to get fit for the versus. So here's the next tag team match. So we have Rhea Ripley, Aya Sky, we're taking on against Missing and B-Fab. I lost it in it for asses on your thing Missing on SmackDown episode. Aya Sky lost to Raquel Rodriguez on March 34th. B-Fab lost to Rhea Ripley on SmackDown March 27th. Agent Missing and B-Fab sent out to do the dirty work of WWE Women's Champion Say Cocky on Monday night has to squashes off with Rhea Ripley and Aya Sky. I just said a huge retro it lost, passing us in the match, starting Sky during the commercial break, and wasn't it working all whole. Coming out of it with Cocky Pole Ripley yanked off the ring apron Reporting attacks to Air Sky will be wrapped up in 1 month anyway. Russian actors and maps that Hills kept hold of rapidly. It was a court to watch has said Cargill is lowered on Air Sky with a major killer stick. Here was a grab a killer stick until it finished off and famous on Air Sky. I have said before exciting to a source of boost. And the winner on this match, Air Sky and Rhea Ripley. And you out Rhea Ripley is still out here getting the loudest pops of the night. Night 1 of the biggest top stars in pro wrestling right now. And there's only a handful of that are close. And what just isn't about missing and be flab and closely that is like closely be there by herself. I just feel between Ripley and say Cargill still just not feel as hot as it should be considering surveillance involved. I just think this collective team has not been there either. After some backstage, it was Liv Morgan talking discussing with Boston Perez of loyalties to the Summit Day wasn't given that Finn Balor brought her into this group, but Stephen Picard attacked from behind and sent her face forth into a TV. So here's our main event for this week's. So we have Arbor Framing and Brock Lesnar contract signed. Alaska Info asks Arbor Framing on your framing was set on March 9th. The basic called Brock Lesnar lost the Royal Rumble that Royal Rumble match that insinuates the force. Here was a Triple H and Adam Pearce hits in the ring. Was it this contract signed? It was between Arbor Framing and Brock Lesnar ahead of deal with the mandatory to clash. Into when Paul Heyman came out. It says, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to Brock Lesnar. A year before, Arbor Framing hits in the ring to Sasha opposing in sets to Arbor and Arbor. Lesnar has Arbor Framing step to the ropes and Brock Lesnar attack him in the Arbor fight. Into ending with the Boltman crashing to the tables. It was anti-event on Adam Pearce to bring security guard out and attempt to separate them. But both broke free in response to the fight. I just said the show will also the ill, Bosley has recording of Simple Ram. Arbor Framing is the next big star. It believe he is not at last in WWE World Heavyweight Championship a contestant of next year at this time. And it will be a massive fumble onto the company part, so Justin Hill was also the shots. The fans in Houston, Texas were red hot for all of it has beef, as it may have been at the same time. That's not all skating is broken with only hope. To add to that list is more mercury that has helped produce the nicest best supplements. I just said this opening promo. Agent Brock Lesnar has gone all out to help elevate over framing to set the point that any old Indian world victory at WrestleMania is going to be a number one contender and massive disappointment. So this is our MVP in overall grade for this week's on Raw. I've been imagining that wherever you gave CM Punk a microphone and let him go out in front of the attendants. Either in follow of the song live rounds, and you get a most excited to renewed and the rest is the easiest process. Either of regardless how much of it was it broke or how much was effective versus to Punk. A lot of fans took care about this year's showcase as it marked by introducing a little Larry to the mix. And he took him on at Roman Reigns is the final boss, The Rock, and Wally Pat McAfee, and anyone else in his path. I think he even wants a Houston attendance that was very much pro Roman Reigns at the start. His greatest element decided that what and what sense that have pro wrestling for 20 plus years. This wasn't his funniest night since it's a comeback because of that Punk carries as much values as any old pro wrestler on the main roster. And when it comes to drumming up, it was real. It wasn't with thousands. It wasn't entertainment for a pro wrestling event. And it is point to this show that the build to WrestleMania is undeniable. So this was the last show, the best show ever. And Jerry Reed has produced on this road to WrestleMania. Either from the Punk and pipe bomb to all framing and wrestling teaming up, the players in causing excitement, and he had a purpose and promote a match at WrestleMania. Into a fan battle against Dominic Mysterio and get a big boost on the sense for Gunther against Lesnar, with punching to not outright. I just said a good outweighs the bad will reinforces our stories Jesus in hunted at a trial, so its result was the most incredible watch in weeks. Also how David follows up on the sticks landing with the next week's show will be such a question. So I think so it's about speaking about Danhausen, a slavery hasn't for Danhausen. And it was just on commercial break or did I miss it? Also all day it was going to give you more softness on air. How can you not love Danhausen? And it would have been nice to see this, but I think Danhausen showing up at WHQ exciting that kind of I didn't know I did. And I saw him at HQ. He's been lifting weights. Like lifting weights. He's been doing. So Danhausen is going to have a number one Halloween costumes this year. And he is somebody gonna tell Danhausen that certain awards have been discontinued. I just stopped doing this only doing into commercial breaks. And we want Danhausen on TV. While the residents Danhausen and you are cursed. Well, I was confused. Where is a Serbian? And why can't you bring an asshole to pronounce the word Serbian? So, I didn't like Danhausen for since that's at the beginning when he debuted, but each week I started to like his character. His character was exciting, and well, I guess I mean it Fred Housen now. So this guy is so old. He cracks me up every time when I says about his show. I want a t-shirt of Danhausen over here with news some magic. Maybe you have to. I'm gonna get that on my I'm gonna get Danhausen merchandise. I'm gonna get that for me. I might have it put on my reviews. So let me see. There's a couple more here. So let's go to the contract sign here. If knowing is big enough to contain these modules among of mans. I like Overall framing looks a lot quicker than Brock Lesnar's doing now. So, our current episode is in the middle of fights. Tony defensive focus not on cable time anymore. This will be, I get what's at the point of moving to Netflix. Whenever you're going to end the ball fight, I didn't really thank you for Netflix for just cutting off at the end of while the ball was happening. And I didn't see it. And they cut off and just commercial breaks. So he did that before, since like last year when Brock Lesnar attacked John Cena. Before, I don't want you when Brock Lesnar attacked Cena. I think. Let me see. I remember the last time I was just watching this clip between Brock Lesnar and Cena. Is it 2016 or 2027? I think. I haven't seen this clip between Cena and Brock. That's an attack of East O. I didn't see that part. I think. Let me see. Let me look it up quick. Well, it would be a 2016, I think. (2016). I'll say SummerSlam in 2016. Into Cena and Brock. Lesnar's been doing that. I didn't look back and battle rivalry between Brock Lesnar and John Cena over the last 23 years. From Money Boss to Icon to Masters. Probably so, I already think. I like watching pro wrestling when I started watching since like 2009. It's been like a very long time. When I started watching pro wrestling since 2013, I keep watching like live shows. Like I went to WWE live shows before this. I've been to about a couple of times. Is it like 2015? Yeah, I'll say about 2015. When I started watching this pro wrestling for over a year for me. So, let me see. What? I remember this before. So, I think in this old clip, like Bryan Danielson has Daniel Bryan and Josh Ziggler. So, Josh Ziggler says his name to name of his real name. So I just was happy before. So the past. I wasn't really too important to me. I hope everyone is okay. I'm glad that Stamping for Kill is from the streets, but I feel sorry that it is failed games. I see Skip for Kill hitting Liv Morgan is masked on TV on this game on PS5. So it's been about a very long time since. I think it totally sounded like it took kind of cracking. So I just also want the delivery post this late to make sure we are both live and walks in, we're okay. So this was interesting. I'm about that sounds I hope walks in is okay. I hope it's not getting insult again. Maybe. Um that's what was Will, I think. See Woody hit her. And that was very cold, possibly witness. So I really think let me see any more news for this week for you guys. So let me see here. Hey guys, can you help me give me bonus up on my on my videos? I've been posting every day pretty much. I'll be posting that. Let me see. So okay, we haven't heard anything since yet. So let's go besides AEW news. Let me look it up quick. I've been hearing about Bobby Lashley to post a health update from visit AEW return very soon. Let me go back here. What was this? This is a new chasing. I wasn't interested for Liv Morgan making entrance. And we games at Nitro Gale's back. I think it's a new Gale who SBK signed with. I'm guessing it's just a teaser for the special WrestleMania entrance Liv Morgan has never gotten one of whatever I remember correctly. I think about Nigel guesses are back. And we're getting the Raw Underground girls back too. Oh, WrestleMania entrance is 100% so winning at WrestleMania. I didn't answer in why does it sound like Jake say back pink? So we turn up the Nigel Gales. This might be a new facets very soon. It or a personal ad for WrestleMania 42 on ESPN. I'm hoping about since it Pussycat Dallas are trying to make a comeback. Maybe they perform Liv Morgan's entrance at WrestleMania sort of like MCK and for Waddle at WrestleMania 28 for Sunset and The Rock. So probably more celebrates for WrestleMania 42 this year. So let's wait and see. So I just spoke at Jerry explained simulators to their TV shows and they asked me to be a simulator, me and Mike for simulators, a fruit again and about how crazy of Dominic Mysterio is. Sounds like Liv Morgan's laugh. I thought I imagined this thing. Every music video from the early days since like 200s. So I was thinking about Alex White could return to perform very soon. So I haven't heard his before Alex White. I haven't heard his name since like late 200s. He must get around. He was at WCW for years for Alex White. So it's been doing a WCW during its late 1990s. So he was the youngest WCW youngest star. The first match at 16 years old. But maybe. So this way you see. He might cut return soon. I've been hoping Lana has CC Perry. Has Lana. So it might be in WrestleMania 42. I already think with Rusev again. Miguel. Lana is coming back very soon, you guys. Or probably Kamala. I don't know, but I liked it. I don't know. I'm not so. I'm. I'm not so sure. I think. Is it? Is it a club JVTs? Like Jesus, I think. Probably MMA has Blake Monroe. I think. Who's a club for WWE box? Might be. So, but it's not Liv. They want you to think that there is a slow hill. Why would they have to tease something up Liv when she is live into the middle of if it doesn't make any sense? So that's why you see that plays out into WrestleMania 42. I'll be happy to see Liv Morgan come back soon. Make Lana come back soon. I think. So let's do a live pause in 93 minutes. Was it AJ first in question has permanent? So it's $24 billion for WWE takeover of Tony Khan. I think the first is in question. So Tony Khan's got a great registered with CBS. AEW is safe for a long time. Spoken with AJ on the ways. I just said because permanent has UFC doesn't mean they're going to do TKO, but it cancel AEW. And AEW will just become one of their most watched programs besides NFL and UFC and maybe soccer. I like watching those. I like watching NFL football team. So I just so long as Tony is interested, they don't have anything to worry about. They're probably saying networks at some point, but he keep pumping of money to keep them going for as long as he feels like it. So I've been watching this before. So it's a funny good news for WWE. So he is gonna want to love that signing money out one way or all. That way side news is still something I think. AJ is going to be fine with what it is, but we'll see. According with Monaco doing the commercial break on January Raw, the third card is solo called sorry Styles it for us. I spent most of my career calling this place, so before you show up. So Tony Khan said to notify the old man Dave. So Notifies was really good talented points in the belt on her waist. Someone is getting fired soon. It cuts, it just like a missile. May onto the ear. I've been hearing the Oasis new theme song has been scrapped already. His voice keys made his entrance before tonight's Daily Raw for a match against Boris Creed. Oh man, this is probably a good match. Main event. I report to P that the insult teammate World Series Mike Satana contract is set to expire this summer, and he's already joined Suzuki and the rest from WWE. Coming sooner, I already think. After 1 week, the Usos have their old team back soon. So let's give live polls right away for this week's. Give me 1 second. So we have 100% where you liked it, 6% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So let's go to my Instagram polls. We get Instagram polls. They have 90% where you liked it. 5% is alright, and at 6% didn't like it. So let's go to my Twitter poll. For this week's. Give me 1 second. So I have 3% where you liked it, 6% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So that's it for this week's. So I hope you guys have a great Monday. So you get one sticker, Spotify, Occupy, Spotify Radio, and podcast anything is so much more. So to get I may not go live streaming on this coming Wednesday from AEW Dynamite is so much more. So I hope you guys have a great Monday, have a blessed night. And I'll be back here on Wednesday from AEW. And I'll say this time, have a good one guys, have a great night. And have a great Monday. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. I'll say this time, have a good one guys. Peace.